For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers of this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Paul was writing this to the church in Ephesus, and he wanted them to know about spiritual warfare. And I wonder, how often do we think of spiritual warfare? Or do all we think about is our current struggles in our marriage? Our current struggles in our families, in our relationships, with our finances, at our jobs, or lack of a job, if that's all that we see. Paul wanted this church to know that there is more that going on than what they saw, than anything that they were currently facing. And I think God wants us to be more focused on spiritual warfare as well. There's a story in 2 Kings chapter 6, and this is where Elisha and his servant are being surrounded by an enemy army. In fact, it says by a great army. They are surrounded, and the servant of Elisha is scared. And this is how Elisha responds to his servant. He said, "Do not be afraid, for those who are with us are more than those who are with them." Then Elisha prayed and said, "O Lord, please open his eyes that he may see." So the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountain was full of horses and chariots of fire all around Elisha. This is the picture of spiritual warfare that I think God wants us to see. You see, the servant of Elisha was scared, and rightfully so. There was an enemy army all around him, and he was scared. And so what did Elisha do? Elisha declared. First thing he did was declare to his servant, you need to understand something. You may be scared of what you see, but what you don't see is that there is more with us than with them. He declared who God was. And then he prayed. He prayed and said, "God, please open the eyes of my servant." And God did. And when he opened up his servant's eyes, he saw that there was chariots of fire and horses all around the enemy, more than the enemy. And this is the God that we serve. And this is what I believe God wants you to hear right now as well. What he wants me to hear is that the struggles that we are going through is real. We see it and it is real, but there is spiritual warfare that is even more real. And he wants us to know that God is greater than any struggle you are going through in any area of your life. But what do we have to do? We need to declare that. Even in our weakness, we need to declare who God is. Even if you're scared right now, we need to declare who God is, that God is bigger, God is greater, that God is for us, and he is faithful, and he's going to see us through it. God bless you.